Hi everyone, this is Lady Di Saves, and I brought my Happy Mail with me because I didn't have time to open it at home before I came to visit my daughter. So it's nap time for the little kids, so I thought I would open it. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, that's like a homemade card. Cheers from Summerland, Canada. Live, love, laugh. Aw. Thank you for your kindness. Love and kindness are never wasted. They always make a difference. They bless the one who receives them, and they bless you, the giver. Thanks for the inspiration on our budgeting journey. Love, Gaylene. P.S. Bunny going on a camping journey, and I used to have three beehives. Oh, how cute. And look, there's little dog stamps. How adorable. Can you see the little dog stamp? That is so cute. So this is from Gaylene, who won one of my 500 subscriber giveaways. How adorable. Thank you, Gaylene. I'm so glad you like the bunny and all the things. I am so glad they inspire you to have fun saving. And this is a beautiful card you sent me. May friendships like wine improve as time advances, and may we always have old wine, old friends, and young cares. How neat. I love this card. Thank you so much, Gaylene. That was so sweet of you to send this to me. Okay, and this one, I know who this one is from. This is from Andrea Saves. And what is this? I'm not in my usual place of filming, so I can't get everything in, I feel like. For a friend who brings such beauty to the world. Aw, what? What is that for? On your special day, I just wanted to tell you how lucky I am to have you in my life. Di, thank you for being a bright star in this world. I am so sorry this card is so late. Oh, it's a happy birthday card. Thank you, Andrea. Happy birthday. I am so glad to have you in my life. Andrea from Andrea Saves. Oh, it's a star note, you guys. I finally got it. I saw the star and I was thinking these. Oh, you are the queen of star notes, Andy. Your husband finds you so many star notes. And I just happened to find one $20 one. So in the past 2 weeks, now I have 2 star notes. What a sweet little birthday gift. Thank you so much, Andrea. And 5 is my favorite number. And boy, star notes are really hard for me to come by. I think I don't know. I'd have to go home and see, but I've only found like a handful. So this is really special and will be cherished and will be put in my star note tracker. Well, oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. Andrea, did you notice that? Did you even notice that? 55. A star note with the serial number ending in 55, and it's my 55th birthday. Shut the door. Shut the box. Shut the box. That's amazing. Oh, thank you. I'm never spending this. I'm going to write like on a Sharpie on the back from Andrea, my friend. Wow, Andrea, thank you so much. What a sweet. I'm so glad I brought this with me. I was like looking at my Happy Mail, and I was thinking, oh gosh, if I don't bring them, it's going to be like another week and maybe even a day. I might stay the whole weekend here too, you guys. So I'm so happy I brought it. This was such a joy. And I can't even believe I have a moment to film this with quietness, because there are 3 large dogs and 5 kids in this house. So this is amazing. And guess what this is, you guys? I just pulled it out of my daughter's drawer. It's one of those, kitchen drawer liners. Oh my gosh. Gaylene, thank you. And Andrea, thank you. That was so sweet of you to send that to me. And that $5 star note is that's astonishing. 55. I can't even believe it. I'm going to put a note with this. So this is going to be with me till the day I die. I love that, Andrea. Thank you. So guys, I thought that while I'm here, I'd also answer a few maybe nots, since I won't be able to do savings challenges or anything like that. And I'll just jot down the amount that I got. And guess what? I wasn't ready. I got to get a pen. Okay, guys, I got a pen. It's not going to be the same color. So we are starting here on week 4. Have I ever snooped in someone else's things? Well, I'm a mom, so what does that tell you? Of course I have, lots of times. I have searched my kids' things, my older kids, not so much Cheyenne, really, but my older kids, because I had lots of reason to with my older kids, believe me. So yes, I definitely have. And as I'm speaking, I do remember, I'm just remembering this right now, you guys. I used to babysit a lot when I was a teenager, and yeah, I'm remembering, I think every house I went in, the thing I would search for was their photo albums, because I absolutely I could sit for hours and hours and hours just going through other people's photo albums. I think it's the funnest thing ever. I love seeing the pictures they take and just all about their life and what they look like years before, when I know what they look like now. I just love it. So I would search the house for photo albums and just look at photo albums when I babysat people. So yes, definitely. That is a maybe. I have done that for sure. Okay, learned a foreign language. Well, I can barely speak English, you guys. I tried. I tried to learn Spanish. And my farm boy and I took some community college classes, and we went on a couple mission trips to Mexico. And the weirdest thing was, even though I didn't really know what they were saying when we went on that trip, I knew what they were talking about. Don't ask me how. After we were there a week, I don't know. I don't know how I did it, but I knew the gist of the things they were talking about. But no, I didn't learn it. Once it got to the point in the language where it wasn't conversational, where you're just learning, how to say things, and it got to the grammar, that's when I just flopped out, because seriously, I don't even know English grammar very well. And then fast forward years later, just about 4 years ago, Cheyenne is in a classical form of education, and we were all learning Latin together, and we were actually doing really well and learning a lot. And I was even learning a lot of English grammar so that I could learn the Latin grammar, and it was really hard and a struggle. And we learned a lot, but I don't even know what happened. Well, one of the things that happened is she stopped doing that program, but we still tried to continue to learn Latin together, and Farm Boy learned a lot. He was kind of teaching us with some videos, and our like goal was going to be to speak Latin together just in the home for fun. But we never really reached it. We might start that again this year, though, because Cheyenne just finished her curriculum for last year, and we're deciding what we want to do for next year's curriculum right now, and Latin might be a part of it. So learned in past tense, I'd have to say maybe not, because we never really learned it. Also sign language. That wouldn't be a foreign language, but it's another language. No, second one here. I still forget how to do that. Snuck into a movie. You guys know my memory, and I can't remember if I've actually snuck into a movie or I only thought about it. But I remember when we were teenagers, when the movie was over, you could go out the back where you walk in inside the movie theater, and then they'd have the 2 exit doors in the front of the theater where the screen was. And I think a lot of times when we were teenagers, we would go open those doors and let people in or come in, but I don't remember if I ever did. So I definitely thought about it, but I don't remember that I ever actually did it. So I'm going to say maybe not on that one. Okay. Shared a secret that wasn't yours to share. Absolutely not. Not intentionally. I have a very bad memory, and I may have accidentally done that, but no, secrets are safe with me. That is like huge to me. I do not tell other people anything that a friend does not want me to tell. That is safe with me. So I am going to say not. Shared a secret that wasn't yours to share. Yep, definitely not. Okay, hitchhiked. I am trying to remember. Farm Boy's not here with me to ask. I'm going to say maybe on this one because we were so bad when we were teenagers, and Farm Boy lived about 40 minutes. I think it was about 35 minutes away from where we lived. And so every once in a while, he would come to my high school at lunchtime and we would hang out. Well, one day, we were the 3 Musketeers. He had a friend, and so there was Farm Boy, the friend, and me. And the friend was the one who had the car, and so he would drive Farm Boy to come see me. And the friend drove us to Farm Boy's mom's house, and we hung out there for the rest of the school day. Well, the friend's car broke down, and he couldn't come pick us up and bring me back to school so that I could get home. And yes, we were very disobedient teenagers. And so he did not live at his mom's house. His parents were divorced. He lived at his dad's house, Farm Boy did. So we had to, once we realized we were stuck there, there was nothing we could do. I wasn't going to get home in time to pretend I was just at school. I don't know what teenagers think. They don't think, you guys. So we walked from, this would be in reality about a half-hour drive from where Farm Boy's mom lived to where Farm Boy's dad lived. We started walking, and I believe we hitchhiked part of the way. We walked most of the way. But I'd have to ask Farm Boy, because I don't know if we just went, could you please give us a ride? And nobody gave us a ride. I can't remember, because we did so much dumb stuff when we were kids. So I'm just going to give it a maybe. And then if I remember, I'll ask Farm Boy and I'll come back and tell you guys what that was. So let's add that up. Maybe nots are 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So this one is $11 because when I get home, I'll have to stuff that. So I'm going to keep going because we're only at 14 minutes. So have I ever eaten an entire pizza? Definitely. Do you guys remember Totino's pizza? Those things are, well, back then they used to be this big. Now they've changed them to be squares. That is so bizarre. Now they're little squares and they're like this big. What the heck is up with that? It's not the same. Things are not the same, you guys. But when I met Farm Boy, now he grew up with his dad, a bachelor life. So he ate really weird, and I thought it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. He had a combo, I think it was a combination Totino's pizza. I think that's how you say it. It was the cheapest pizza. And so he'd have the frozen pizza, and then he would put frozen peas and carrots on it, and then barbecue sauce all over that. And I was like, that is disgusting. I didn't like vegetables back then either. And and he cooked it, and I don't even know why I had a taste of it, but I did, and it was so yummy. So if you have never tried a frozen pizza with peas and carrots and barbecue sauce on it, I highly recommend it. And oh yeah, we would eat like 2 or 3 of them. Those were tiny pizzas. Have I ever eaten? I'm going to say maybe, because I have. And I say that counts. But have I ever eaten like a Costco-sized pizza? No, that's too much. But back in my 20s and 30s, I definitely could put down like 7 good-sized pieces of pizza. Not anymore. Now I can only have 2 because I get full. Have I ever been camping? Yeah, I've been camping, but only, I think Farm Boy and I only went camping once. We are just not camping people. Well, mostly Farm Boy is not. I would camp. I like it. I think it's fun. When I was a teenager, for a youth group, I would go on not just camping trips, but hiking, where we would hike all day long, find a spot in the evening, camp, get up in the morning, do it again. I loved it so much. That was so fun. I could do that. I could live like that. Okay, been fired from a job. No, I've never been fired from a job. I did get written up at a job once, and I still am unhappy about that. I don't know what was the manager's problem. She was absolutely ridiculous. I was pregnant with my second. I was having horrible morning sickness. I opened the deli in Safeway where I worked, and every once in a while I would forget you'd have this little card that you'd put in this thing and it'd do something, maybe stamp it, or I don't know what. I don't remember. That was like so many years ago, you guys. And I think she was mainly upset because people were forgetting those cards, and then you'd have to ask her for something and she'd have to give it to you and you'd have to use that temporary for the day. So it's probably mainly that. But so I forgot my card that day, and I do admit I had been consistently late, but it was only like 2 minutes late one day, 3 minutes late one day. It was like minutes, not a long time, just 5 minutes and under. And it was because I was pregnant, and on the way, Farm Boy would have to pull the car over and I'd be throwing up because I had morning sickness. So it was so rude and unfair because I worked so hard and I was such a good worker there, and I felt so disrespected, and I didn't even want to work there anymore after that. So yes, I have been not fired, but written up. So yeah, I was not happy. Met a celebrity. Well, there was one time, I would say maybe. So there's this group, even people in the Christian music community, I think, know this group. It was DC Talk. And they came to our Christian bookstore, and I'm not the type that will, they go at the table and they sign, CDs and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm blurry, I think. I'm not the type that will stand in line and go do something like that. I just, I saw them from afar. We didn't go there because of that. We were just there, and they happened to be there. But I really liked that band at that time. And so I was just like, oh, wow, that's so cool. And the upstairs had all the gifts and Christian books, and the downstairs of this building had all the homeschool stuff. And they had an amazing homeschool section. They had everything, and you could touch it and hold it and look at it, and I loved that about it. So I was downstairs with the kids and Farm Boy looking at the homeschool stuff, and I started walking upstairs, and lo and behold, and these stairs, you guys, were like, you could not fit 2 people. I mean, you have to like turn sideways for 2 people to go by. And here comes the whole band of DC Talk down the stairs as I'm walking up the stairs. So I came that close to like Toby Mac, and I can't even remember all the other people's names, but oh man, that was like a crazy moment. So have I met Sorta. I said hi. I made eye contact. He made eye contact, and I said hi. And he said hi, and he smiled at me. So that was pretty cool. So I'm going to say yes. That's definitely a maybe. Been in a police car. You know what? I'm going to give myself this. But what I consider even better. Because, where is it? Maybe. My dad was a California Highway Patrol police officer. He was an actual chip. Like the TV show from the 70s or 80s, whenever that show came out. He was a chip. And when I was little, he would put me on his motorcycle and we would go for a ride, and I would hold on for the life of me, thinking I was going to fly off and die. He didn't even hold me. He was holding on to his motorcycle. I held on to some little bar in front of me, and I was only like 3, 4, 5 years old, somewhere in there. I must not have been 3. I wouldn't have remembered at 3. I was probably about 4 or 5. So I've been on a California Highway Patrol motorcycle, and I've ridden it. Police car, I don't have a memory of it, but I'm sure I have because my dad was a policeman, so I'm sure I have. So I'm going to give it to myself. I just don't remember. He was a detective for the district attorney when we moved to the area, kind of around the area where we are now, and he had work cars. So that would have been a police car, but not your actual black and white with the lights on top police car. So all that being said, I'm going to give it to myself. I think I deserve it if I've ridden on a police motorcycle. And my dad was a police officer. So, this one I'm going to pay a lot, I think. No, these are 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so less than the other one. 7. All right. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So altogether, $18. Ooh, I went a little crazy this time. Altogether, $18 will be stuffed, and maybe not when I get home from my visit with my daughter. And we are having so much fun. I am playing marathon games of Go Fish, War, and we watched Funniest Home Videos, which we always watch when we come here. That's so fun. They were pretty funny. So anyway, I just want to say thank you again to Gaylene for this beautiful card and thank you note. And Andrea, my Andrea, thank you so much for this card and this amazing, sweet, thoughtful gift. I can't wait to hear and find out if you actually knew that, because you didn't say anything, but that is astonishing. Isn't that incredible if you didn't notice that and it was that? That's just amazing. I love that so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm having a lot of fun here. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I will edit this and try to get it up today. And I will see you all in my next video, which will be maybe, you guys, vlogging takes a long time to edit and put the little snippets together. Oh my, I was up like really late last night doing that to get today's up. But I'll try to get this one up and my next vlog. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in my next vlog, most likely.